Did you know that a 66-year-old man had to give up his daily walks because of a workout routine he thought was keeping him healthy? He was active, motivated, and determined to stay fit. But one morning he woke up with such excruciating pain in his knees that he could barely stand. His doctor delivered a shocking warning. The exercises he was doing were destroying his joints, and if he didn't stop, he might lose his mobility altogether. What went wrong? Could this have been avoided? The truth is, after 65, certain exercises that seem perfectly safe can silently wreak havoc on your joints, leading to chronic pain, injuries, and even the need for surgery. And the worst part? Most people don't realize they're making these mistakes until the damage is done. In this video, we're diving into 4 exercises that doctors urgently warn against after 65. These are common moves you might be doing right now, thinking they're helping you stay strong and active, but they could be putting your knees, hips, and spine at serious risk. Some of these will surprise you, and others might be routines you've followed for years without a second thought. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to avoid, why these exercises are so dangerous, and most importantly, what you can do instead to stay fit, mobile, and pain-free for years to come. Stay with me until the very end because the last exercise is one that even seasoned fitness buffs often get wrong, and the alternative could transform the way you move and feel. Let's get started. Let's start with high-impact cardio like running, jumping rope, or high-intensity interval training. You might think these are the gold standard for staying fit and keeping your heart healthy. After all, they worked wonders when you were in your 40s or 50s, right? But after 65, your joints tell a different story. Take Linda, a 67-year-old who loved her morning runs. She felt energized, her stamina was great, and she thought she was doing everything right to stay young. But over time, she started feeling a nagging pain in her hips. She brushed it off as a normal part of aging, but soon, the pain spread to her knees, and she could barely walk to her mailbox without limping. Her doctor broke the news. The constant pounding from running had worn down the cartilage in her joints, and she was now facing early-stage osteoarthritis. Here's why this happens. As you age, the cartilage that cushions your joints naturally thins out, and your bones lose density. High-impact exercises put repetitive, forceful stress on your knees, hips, and ankles, causing tiny tears in the cartilage that your body can't repair as quickly as it used to. Over time, this leads to inflammation, swelling, and even bone-on-bone contact, which is as painful as it sounds. Studies show that seniors who regularly do high-impact cardio are up to 4 times more likely to develop joint problems compared to those who choose gentler alternatives. And it's not just running, jumping rope, box jumps, or even those trendy HIIT workouts with lots of plyometrics can do the same damage. Even if you feel fine now, the wear and tear builds up quietly, and by the time you notice the pain, the damage is often advanced. So what should you do instead? Switch to low-impact cardio that keeps your heart strong without hammering your joints. Swimming is one of the best options out there. It works your entire body, boosts your cardiovascular health, and takes all the pressure off your joints. If you don't have a pool, try brisk walking on a flat surface, ideally with cushioned shoes. Or use a stationary bike with adjustable resistance. These activities get your heart rate up, burn calories, and improve your endurance while protecting your joints. The key is to aim for consistency. 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week, is enough to keep you healthy without risking injury. If you're used to high-impact workouts, this might feel like a step down, but trust me, your joints will thank you, and you'll still feel that same energy boost without the pain. If you're still watching and finding this valuable, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Your support helps us keep creating content to help you live stronger and healthier. Now, let's move on. Next, let's talk about heavy weightlifting, especially with improper form. Strength training is one of the best things you can do as you age. It builds muscle, supports your bones, and keeps you independent. But after 65, lifting heavy weights without perfect technique is like driving a car with no brakes. It's only a matter of time before something goes wrong. Consider Mark, a 68-year-old who decided to get back into fitness after retirement. He started lifting weights at the gym, following routines he saw on social media. He was proud of his progress, but a few months in, he started feeling a sharp pain in his lower back every time he stood up. He thought it was just a pulled muscle, but an X-ray revealed a herniated disc, and his doctor traced it back to heavy deadlifts done with a rounded back. Here's the issue: after 65, your tendons and ligaments aren't as flexible and your muscles recover more slowly. Lifting heavy weights puts enormous pressure on your joints, especially if your form isn't spot on. For example, doing a bench press with too much weight can strain your shoulder joints, leading to rotator cuff tears. Squatting with heavy barbells can compress your spine, causing disc injuries or pinched nerves. Even something as simple as a bicep curl with overly heavy dumbbells can inflame your elbow joints. Research shows that improper weightlifting is responsible for nearly 25% of exercise injuries in seniors, with many requiring months of physical therapy or even surgery to fix. So what's the safer way to build strength? Focus on body weight exercises or light resistance training with impeccable form. For instance, instead of heavy squats, try wall sits or chair-assisted squats, where you lower yourself just halfway and stand back up. These moves strengthen your legs and core without overloading your joints. For upper body strength, use resistance bands or light dumbbells, think 3 to 8 pounds. And focus on slow, controlled movements. A great exercise is the seated row with a band, which builds your back and shoulders without stressing your spine. If you're not sure about your form, consider working with a physical therapist or a trainer who specializes in senior fitness, even for just a few sessions. They can teach you how to move safely and effectively. The goal isn't to lift the heaviest weight. It's to keep your muscles strong so you can carry groceries, climb stairs, and live life on your terms. If you're still with me, comment number 2 below to let me know you're finding this helpful. Your feedback keeps us motivated. Let's keep going. Now let's talk about deep squats or lunges without support. These exercises are often touted as the ultimate way to build leg strength and improve balance, and you'll see them in countless fitness programs. But after 65, going too deep into a squat or lunge without something to hold on to can be a recipe for disaster. Picture Susan, a 69-year-old who joined a group fitness class to stay active. Her instructor pushed her to do deep squats to tone her legs. She gave it her all, but after a few weeks she started feeling a grinding pain in her knees. She thought she was just out of shape, but when she finally saw an orthopedic specialist, she learned she'd damaged her meniscus, the cartilage that cushions her knee joint. Her doctor warned that continuing could lead to a full tear, possibly requiring surgery. Here's why this is so risky. After 65, your leg muscles like your quadriceps and glutes lose some of their strength, which means they can't fully stabilize your joints during deep movements. When you lower into a deep squat or lunge, your knees and hips take on a tremendous load, sometimes 2 to 3 times your body weight. If your muscles can't handle it, the pressure shifts to your cartilage and ligaments, leading to tears, inflammation, or even fractures. Studies show that seniors who perform unsupported deep squats or lunges are up to 35% more likely to develop knee pain or osteoarthritis within 2 years. And it's not just your knees, your hips and lower back can suffer too, especially if you lose balance and twist awkwardly. So what should you do instead? Stick to partial, supported movements that strengthen your legs without pushing your joints too far. A great option is the chair squat. Sit down slowly onto a sturdy chair, then stand back up, using your legs to control the movement. This works your thighs and glutes while keeping your knees in a safe range. For lunges, try holding onto a countertop or railing and stepping forward just enough to feel a gentle stretch in your hip, then step back. Another excellent exercise is step-ups onto a low platform. Think 6 to 8 inches high, where you step up and down slowly, keeping one hand on a rail for balance. These moves build strength and improve mobility without risking injury. If you're in a fitness class, don't be afraid to modify exercises or ask for alternatives. Your joints are worth protecting. If this is resonating with you, comment number 3 below to let me know you're still here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps us keep bringing you content that makes a difference. Now, let's talk about the final exercise. And trust me, this one might catch you off guard. The last exercise doctors are sounding the alarm about is repetitive twisting motions, like those in certain yoga poses, golf swings, or even some dance routines. These moves might seem like a great way to stay flexible or have fun, and they can be when you're younger. But after 65, twisting your body repeatedly can do serious damage to your spine and hips. Think about John, a 70-year-old who loved playing golf with his buddies every weekend. He'd swing with the same gusto he had in his 50s. But one day, he felt a stabbing pain in his lower back that wouldn't go away. He thought it was just a strain, but an MRI showed a bulging disc and early spinal stenosis, both linked to years of twisting his spine under force. Here's what's happening. As you age, the discs in your spine lose water content and become less pliable, making them more prone to compression or tearing. Repetitive twisting like in golf swings, yoga poses like seated spinal twists, or even Zumba moves with lots of hip rotation can pinch nerves, herniate discs, or inflame the facet joints in your spine. Your hips are also vulnerable as twisting can tear the labrum, the cartilage that stabilizes your hip socket. Research shows that seniors who regularly do twisting exercises are nearly twice as likely to develop chronic back pain or hip issues compared to those who avoid them. And the danger isn't just in sports. Everyday activities like twisting to reach something behind you or shoveling snow with a rotating motion can add up over time. So what's the safer alternative? Focus on gentle stretches and core strengthening exercises that keep your spine stable and your hips mobile without twisting. A fantastic option is the seated cat-cow stretch. Sit in a sturdy chair, place your hands on your knees, and gently arch your back, then round it, moving slowly to loosen your spine without rotation. For core strength, try a modified plank. Rest your forearms on a table or countertop, keep your body in a straight line, and hold for 10 to 20 seconds. This strengthens your core, which supports your spine without any twisting. If you love golf, work with a coach to adjust your swing. Maybe shorten your backswing or focus on using your shoulders more than your hips. And always warm up with light stretches before any activity to keep your spine and hips limber. These small changes can keep you moving freely without putting your joints in danger. If you're still watching and found this eye-opening, comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. Your support means everything, so please subscribe and hit that bell if you haven't already. Let's wrap this up with some final thoughts. We've covered 4 exercises that might seem harmless but can quietly destroy your joints after 65. High-impact cardio, heavy weightlifting with poor form, deep squats or lunges without support, and repetitive twisting motions. Each of these can wear down your knees, hips, shoulders, or spine, leading to pain, injuries, or even the loss of your independence. But here's the good news. You don't have to stop exercising. By switching to safer alternatives, like swimming, light resistance training, chair squats, or gentle core exercises, you can stay strong, active, and pain-free well into your later years. Take a moment to think about your own routine. Are you pounding the pavement with daily runs, lifting heavy weights without checking your form, doing deep squats in a fitness class, or twisting through a golf swing? Whatever you're doing, awareness is the key. You don't have to give up fitness, you just need to adapt it to your body's changing needs. So here's my challenge to you. Pick one of the safer exercises we talked about today and try it this week. Maybe swap your jog for a swim, or try a seated cat-cow stretch instead of a yoga twist. Pay attention to how your joints feel after a few days. I'm willing to bet you'll notice less stiffness and more ease in your movements. Thank you for joining me today. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts inspire us to keep creating content that helps you thrive. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Your support keeps us going. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.